Hey kids, so today I'm going to show you how to make bulgogi. So, I found out about bulgogi about a year ago and I absolutely love it. So it's kind of a newer recipe for me. I'm still learning how to do it. So feel free in the comments if you have a secret ingredient that you like to put in your bulgogi. I'm not offended. Please go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. So, because I'm still learning how to do it. But anyway, so before we get started, I do have a dad joke for you. So, did you hear about the short psychic who escaped from prison? Yeah, he's a small, medium, at large. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so first we're gonna make our sauce. We're just gonna go ahead and put that together. So you need a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're making almost 4 pounds of bulgogi. That's what this meat is here. It's already sliced up because we're making it for a party. So these are kind of extra ingredients. So divide in half if you're gonna make it for yourself or what have you, or even in thirds. So just understand, this is for almost 4 pounds of meat, okay? So we got a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You can leave the brown sugar out if you want to, that's fine too. So, and then a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Okay, we're putting that in this bowl. And a 1/2 cup green onions. You want to use some green onions and then have some green onions that you save later for garnish, okay? Kind of to make it look pretty at the end. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in. And for the ones that I'm mixing in this sauce, we tend to use the white end, and then you use more of the green end for the garnish, okay? So we're gonna add that in. Okay. And we're gonna have a sweet onion, so 1 whole sweet onion, but we're not gonna use that yet. We're gonna do that when we actually cook the bulgogi, okay? And we're gonna go ahead, 4 garlic cloves, roughly. You can add, if you like more garlic, have at it, or less garlic, it's up to you. So still trying to perfect this recipe for us. So, and then we're gonna actually marinate this for an hour. What you want to, this is what I've understood about the whole marinating thing. If you use Asian pear, it has an enzyme in it, and the Asian pear, you can put it in with your meat and let it set overnight, and it actually helps to tenderize the meat as well as add a little bit of a fruity flavor. Now, if you're going to do it with kiwi, if you don't have an Asian pear, then you want to use kiwi. Kiwi breaks down the meat a lot quicker, so you don't want to let the kiwi sit overnight, okay? So we're going to do it for about an hour. We're going to marinate this for about an hour, okay? Marinate this for about an hour, okay? So we're going to go ahead and add our kiwi. And we basically put, again, this is kind of a bigger job here, so we're kind of toying around with this. We put in basically 1 whole kiwi that we chopped up, okay? So I'm going to mix all that up. Okay. And since we got so much meat here, we might end up having to add a little bit more as we go along. We'll see. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little bit of toasted sesame seeds too. So we're going to add that. And then you're also going to save some of this for garnish too. Again, you do you. So you can add however much you want, and then you can experiment with it. Okay, so we're going to mix that all up, and that's what that looks like. Okay, all right, so now we're going to pull our meat over here, and kind of like the meatloaf, we're going to get our hands dirty, right? So okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and add this to our meat. And the meat, so let me just show you what that meat looks like. Basically, I've seen different things where you could use ribeye. My dogs are making noises in the background. So you can use ribeye, and then to get it thin, see how that's a thin slice of meat? You can freeze it for like 3 hours and then pull it out, and that allows you to get really thin slices. So that's a little trick for you. We bought it this way. It was actually at Costco. They sold it this way. So that's why it was such a big a big pack too, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and mix that together. Okay, so now we're just gonna get our hands dirty here and mix it all up. Just want to get that good and mixed so that those enzymes from the kiwi are able to kind of help tenderize the meat for you, okay? Okay, I think we did pretty good. I think that's actually probably right about the right amount of ingredients for this amount of meat. Probably could maybe use a little bit more. Okay, toss it good. Just want to make sure everything gets mixed in. Okay. So that's probably less than a minute, right, of working it all together. Okay, now we're just going to cover that with saran wrap and put it back in the fridge for about an hour. Okay, this is some clingy saran wrap. Right. Okay. Okay, so we got our wok that we're going to use for this. If you don't have a wok, you can just use a frying pan. That would be fine too. And I got it on a 7, so which is kind of medium high. That's where we're going to start. And I'm just going to use canola oil. This is what I saw, but should work fine. Okay. My dog's getting a drink in the background, so and we can go ahead. We're going to add onions. Now we're going to add the onions because we didn't add the onions yet, right? So we're going to kind of keep this off to the side while I add the bulgogi over here. We might have to do this in 2 batches, maybe, just because we have so much meat. I'll go ahead and increase the heat just a little bit. I'll go ahead and add a little pepper too. I forgot to do that before. I'm going to add it now. It looks like it's just about done, so we're going to go ahead and remove it from the stove and transfer it to a plate. We add a little bit of sesame seed oil. And then you can add a little bit of, this is kind of garnish for you, some uncooked green onions. Awesome. And then a little bit of some sesame seeds. These are toasted, just kind of to make it for presentation. Nice, looks great. It's a beautiful thing. Enjoy. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you. You know, this is about 1/3 of the bulgogi that we're going to make. As you saw in the video, I have a lot more still to cook, but I just thought I'd show you this. This is the process, and then if you're only gonna make 1/3, just cut the ingredients in 1/3 and then you should be good to go. Yeah, I didn't wanna go ahead and show you the different batches because that would just be redundant. You would understand, right? And you don't wanna, with that much meat, you don't wanna keep adding meat because meanwhile the one meat's getting really well done and the other meat's, you know, and you just want to make sure it's all cooked all the way through too. So because I haven't seen it where it's actually had any red meat on bulgogi. I think you want it to be well done. I think that's how it's done in Korea. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. Thanks for watching and God bless you.